I don't think people understand the depth of a father's worry. Bill had always envisioned a different life for his son Daniel, a life of boardrooms, not banyan trees. He pictured skyscrapers, not tangled vines. Daniel, however, was captivated by the wild. He yearned to study the Amazon, to walk among creatures unseen in any concrete jungle. Bill, filled with a father's worry, couldn't understand. The Amazon, a place of relentless heat, unforgiving humidity, every inch teeming with life, some beautiful, some deadly. Bill had seen enough documentaries to know this wasn't some theme park. This was raw, untamed nature, and his son was marching right into its heart. And so here Bill was, on a plane to Iquitos, Peru, the gateway to the Amazon. He was a man of spreadsheets and quarterly earnings, venturing into a world where the only numbers that mattered were rainfall and survival rates. Lima had been a whirlwind of dust and diesel fumes, a stark contrast to the pristine wilderness awaiting in Iquitos. The flight over the Andes had been breathtaking, a tapestry of greens and browns stretching as far as the eye could see. Then, the descent, the plane dipping lower until the vast green canopy swallowed them whole. Iquitos was hot, humid, alive. The air buzzed with insects, the streets bustling with people and unfamiliar languages. Bill felt a knot of apprehension in his stomach as he entered the small airport terminal. He was to meet his son's contact, a local guide named Johnny. He scanned the crowd, searching for any sign, any clue that would lead him to Johnny. Minutes ticked by, each one adding to Bill's unease. He was a stranger in a strange land, and the jungle pressed in from all sides. Just as Bill was about to give up hope, a figure emerged from the shadows, lean and wiry, with eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of the jungle itself. He wore a simple cotton shirt and cargo pants, well worn and faded from countless expeditions. "Mr. Thompson?" the man asked, his voice a low rumble. "I am Johnny. Your son sent me." Relief washed over Bill. Finally, a familiar face, or as close to familiar as he was going to get in this place. Johnny's handshake was firm, calloused but reassuring. "Daniel told me a lot about you, sir," Johnny said, a hint of amusement in his voice. "He said you weren't exactly thrilled about this trip." Bill managed a weak smile. "He's got that right. But I'm here, ready to face whatever this jungle throws at me." The drive from the airport was like entering another world. Gone were the paved streets, replaced by muddy tracks that snaked through dense vegetation. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and unknown blooms. Night had fallen, but the jungle was far from asleep. The sounds of insects filled the air, a symphony of chirps and clicks. Bill stared out the window, mesmerized by the fireflies that danced among the trees, their tiny lights like fallen stars. He had never felt so small, so insignificant. And yet there was a strange beauty to it all. The raw, untamed power of the jungle was both terrifying and exhilarating. For the first time since arriving, Bill felt a flicker of excitement. Maybe this trip wouldn't be so bad after all. Maybe there was something to be said for stepping outside your comfort zone, for embracing the unknown. He was still a city boy at heart, but tonight he was starting to understand his son's fascination with this wild, untamed world.